Entropic launched the Cloud 3 model family. These are Haiku, Sonnet, and Opus. You can see the benchmark scores in this plot. The best model is Opus, then Sonnet, and Haiku. You can use Opus and Sonnet with Cloud API. Today, we'll cover how to build an app with this API. To create the app, we'll use the Gradio tool. Our app will look like this. We will enter our text here. The app will return the response. This is a simple application, but a great project to understand how to use the Cloud API. Nice! We've seen the topics we'll cover. Let's go to VS Code and start with the setup. First thing first, we're gonna create a virtual environment with Conda. Let's open our terminal and write Conda create. To give a name, let's use -n and then let's name Gen AI. I already created this. After that, we'll activate this environment. Conda activate Gen AI. Okay, our environment is ready to use. What we're gonna do now is install the tools we'll use. To do this, let's create a requirements.txt file. We're gonna click on the new file and then name it requirements.txt. After that, let's write the tools we'll use here. To use the Cloud API, let's write entropic and python.env. To build the app, let's type Gradio. For now, these tools are enough to build the app. Now, we're gonna install this. To do this, let's use pip install -r requirements.txt. Yeah, loading started. There you go. Our tools are ready to use. To write our codes, we're gonna create a notebook file. Let me click on the new file and then give a name app.ipynb. Yeah, our file is ready. Let me select kernel and then click on the Python environment. After that, let's select Gen AI. Now, it's time to set the API key. To do this, we're gonna leverage the load.env method in the .env tool. Let's import this method from .env import load.env. To get our API key with this method, we're gonna create an env file. Let me click on the new file and then give it .env. What we're gonna do now is set our API key here. Let's write entropic API key. Here, you need to give your API key. You can get an API key from the Entropic website. To get the API key, go to Entropic dashboard and then click on the Get API Key button. You can create an API key for free. To do this, let me click on the Create Key and then give a name. For example, let's say my API key. After that, click on the Create Key, copy this key. Don't worry guys, I'll delete this key before loading this video. We're gonna paste this API key here. One thing we're gonna do is import this API key as an environment variable. To import this API key, let's use the load.env method. Let's write load.env. Let me run this cell. Awesome, our API key is ready to use. What we're gonna do now is initialize the Opus model. To do this, we're gonna create a client. First, let's import entropic. Import entropic. After that, let's initialize a client. Client equals entropic and then let's call the entropic class. Nice, our client is ready to use. To utilize this client, let's initialize the model. Response equals client dot messages dot create. Now let's select the model we'll use. Model equals Cloud -3 opus -20240229 and then let's specify the maximum number of tokens. Max tokens, let's give 1024. Next, let's set the system message. System, you are a helpful assistant. Lastly, let's set the user role. Messages equals, let's set role, let's select user, let's specify the content, let's write tell me a joke about beer. The model is ready to predict. Now let me run this cell. Awesome, the response is ready. Let's take a look at this response. Print response dot content. Let me select the first element and then write text. There you go. You can see the response here. As you can see, the model works very well. Let's go ahead and build the app with Gradio. First, we're gonna create a function. Let's write def, let's name fetch response, let's pass user input. Now we're gonna use the codes we created before. Let's copy the client and then paste it here. Next, let's copy the response and then paste it here. Let me write user input over here. Lastly, we wanna return text. To do this, let's write return. After that, let me copy this code and then paste it here. Let me run this cell. Nice, our function is ready. Let's have a look at whether this function worked correctly. To do this, let's get an input. User input equals, let's say, what is 4 plus 4? Now we're gonna pass this text to the function. Fetch response. Let's pass the user input. There you go. As you can see, our function works very well. It's time to use Gradio. First, let's import this tool. Import Gradio SGR. After that, let's create an interface. Face equals gr dot. Let's call the interface class. First, let's set the function. Fn equals, let's pass fetch response. Let's set the input parameter. Input equals text. Next, let's set the outputs parameter. Outputs equals text. After that, we wanna give the app a name. Title equals Anthropic chatbot. Lastly, let's give a description. Description equals ask a question and get a response. Awesome, our interface is ready. All we need to do is launch this interface. Let's write face dot. Let's call the launch method. Let me run this cell. Yeah, the app is ready. Let's ask a question. Tell me a joke about beer. Let's click on the submit button. There you go. You can see the response here. Let's clear this text and then enter another text. Why is the sky blue? Let me submit this text. There you go. Our app worked very well. Yeah, that's it. In this video, we covered how to build an app with the Cloud API and Gradio. As you can see, it's very easy to create an app with these tools. Note that the link to this notebook is in the description. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next video. Bye for now.